Live on DAZN Worldwide, April 26th, Eubank Jr. versus Benn. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
This is Kevin Cassius for IFLTV, joined by Tony Sims. Difficult night tonight?
Yeah, obviously we're devastated. I truly believe that Conor Benn would win the fight. But listen, hats off to both of them, Chris Eubank and Conor Benn, both fought their hearts out. There's nothing much more that either one of them could do. And obviously the verdict never went Conor's way. I felt like it was a close fight, that it could have gone around either way or possibly a draw. But I felt like the last two rounds was what really probably won it for Chris, is that he outmanned Conor in the last two rounds, out-experienced him. But listen, I'm proud of Conor Benn, what he done tonight. He ain't boxed for 14 months, it's a long time in activity. And he jumped up 2 weight divisions. I mean, he was nowhere near the middleweight limit when he weighed in. He was just 2 pounds over the super welterweight. So the performance that he put in, is incredible.
With the weight situation, in regards to that, if there is going to be a rematch, as far as we know, it's going to be exactly the same weight with the same rehydration. Is that something, kind of looking at Conor tonight, that you'd be a fan of Conor fighting at that weight again?
Well, as you know, he turned down the Mario Barrios WBC fight to do this fight, and it was very difficult for him to turn that down. Obviously, that's his weight division, but he could never turn this fight down. Obviously the Eubank Benn names in history are synonymous with each other, and it was an hard fight that he just couldn't turn down. But I mean, we've got to talk about it, obviously, with Eddie Hearn and see where we go to the next fight. Obviously, there is a rematch clause, but does he turn down the 147 WBC title again? Because they hurt him a little bit turning that down, and from what we've seen tonight, I mean, he boxed the world-ranked #1 middleweight challenger tonight, and he put up an incredible performance. We all see that he could take punches at 160 and give punches. So I think down at his weight at 147, I think he'll be a real big force. And but listen, we've got to decide what to do. He'll want to do the rematch, Conor, but we've got to be smart in what we're doing here, and obviously we've got to sit down as a team and speak about it.
Just the final one, Tony. After everything he's been through over the last 2.5, 3 years, it weren't his night tonight, but to put in that kind of performance, in that kind of fight, that kind of atmosphere, 65,000 people there, you've got to be so proud of him regardless.
Yeah, for sure, Coogan. As I said before, it was always a big ask what he was going to try and achieve. There's not many people who have done what he's tried to achieve tonight. Jumping up 2 weight divisions against a world level middleweight, inactivity 14 months. Obviously, Chris had the warm-up fight before this, which Conor could have done with really, but it was a massive ask what he was trying to achieve. But we believed that he could do it, and I believe after this fight he'll learn a hell of a lot from this fight, because he got pushed all the way, which probably, in his mind he didn't think that was going to happen. But listen, I think he'll be a 10 times better fighter after this fight, and I think you ain't seen the best of Conor Benn yet.
Tony Sims, much appreciated your time, and no doubt we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thanks very much, Coogan. Cheers, mate.